everybody. Happy Friday. Happy Friday to all the viewers of VCTV, which is the Venture Capital TV from LATOKEN. So today we have a special episode on VCTV. It's a Crypto Friday chat with MiVote technology. Before we introduce our special guest of the evening, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Sunny Mohanty. I'm the regional director of LATOKEN based here in Singapore, and I'm the host and moderator of VCTV. So, guys, just hang in there because very interesting stuff coming soon over to you. Besides an opportunity to win something. So before I sort of tell you what you're going to win today, I'm going to introduce the guest speaker, who is the CEO and the founder of MiVote Technology, Joydeep. Hi, Joydeep.
Hello, how are you?
How are you, Joydeep? Good
I'm
morning.
fine, thank you. Good morning, I'm fine, thank you.
Great. So, Joydeep, today is a special episode, Crypto Friday Chat. So, we'd like to have a quick round of intro about yourself.
Thank you for asking me the question. And so I'm Joydeep, I'm a founder CEO of MiVote Technology, and I'm also alumni of Global Entrepreneur Program of the UK government as well. And I'm a lawyer turning to innovator. Thank you.
That's something news for me. Lawyer turned entrepreneur. Excellent. A lot of lawyers, a lot of people are turning into entrepreneurs. That's a very good thing, to be honest, for the future of any economy. So, Joydeep, MiVote, as the name suggests, is something to do with voting. First of all, I just want to say, is it something to do with voting?
100% yes.
Okay, so please give us an overview of MiVote technology.
MiVote technology is a driver toward digital democracy through a secure, trusted electoral process. And the MiVote technology and the MiVote has developed a governing model for the CSOs, for the governments, and for the not-for-profits, and for the best form of governing system that can be available today with the help of technology. But the most important thing, with what we have done for the last few years, we are a social engineer about how a collective decision making and a collective intelligence can contribute for the future of the parliament, the future of assemblies, and obviously how collaborative decision making can make a sustainable governing system. This is what we are doing at the moment.
Okay, great. So, what is digital democracy, by the way?
Well, frankly speaking, digital democracy is the best way for secure, trusted way to build consensus from a diverse constituencies. Firstly. Secondly, the most important thing about digital democracy brings most important thing like transparency, accountability in the governing system. So building consensus and transparency and accountability in the governing system makes a digital democracy in 21st century. And everything we can communicate, engage, and interact with the community by the means of internet. We just need a mobile friendly, internet friendly mobile device or web device. That's all.
Right. So you also have tokens, right? I mean, so what are these tokens?
These are governance tokens. So basically, the tokens that we have developed are the governance token, which gives community a say, where community can build their own future with the help of these tokens by have their say in the governing system, whether it can be an organization or it can be a nation or a state.
Right. That's very interesting. That brings me to my next question. So you have governance tokens, which is going to help the community. So who are these MiVote community members?
So MyVote community members are anyone who is a voters, member, fans, who participate in any form of electoral process, who participates in any form of democratic process, I will say, in nations, states, organizations, or any type of organization which does a democratic model in a governing system.
Right, right. So we are talking about democracy. We're talking about governments. What about lawmakers? Do you work with lawmakers?
Oh, 100%. That is one of our key part of how micro technology helps lawmakers to build a sustainable lawmaking for a community. So we provide democracy tools to the lawmakers to inform the constituency, to engage the constituency, and it's the most important, it's a cost-effective tools where they can understand where the community wants them to, by the way they want to govern themselves. The understanding is important in a non-partisan manner, in a non-ideological manner, where law means for everyone's, right? So this is what the micro technology, with the help of their tools, we help the lawmakers to build consensus and develop the best sustainable lawmaking for a society.
Wow, I really want to know the process of voting and how MiVote technology helps. But I also want to show why you were talking. If you can explain the process, I'll also share a video that was interviewed by Jane King, and so that we have something to share as well. Let me share. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can see your screen. Yeah, I can see your screen. Yeah.
So you had an interview with Jane King, right?
Yeah.
So I just want to show. Okay, yeah. Can you explain the process, of
Yes. I,
voting and
I will love
yeah.
to explain the process. So MiVote technology has developed permission-based blockchain network where every vote casted in our network is immutable and is transparent. And every vote is tokenized vote. So what means every token represents one vote. And what we have developed a voting wallet. So we populate the voting tokens to everyone in the community. So they can verify their votes, they can audit their vote, and they know the process is transparent. And which in this way they can hold their representative or governing system accountable. So in our electoral process, we have developed three important stages. First, an electoral sandbox. In an electoral sandbox, which takes blockchain to a community level to execute the best form of electoral process in 21st century. Secondly, we have developed community engagement methods through our decentralized token exchange for the community. We have developed many programs. One is a reward program with the help of digital tokens. So digital tokens basically help us to execute a reward program where in every participation of a community, they will be rewarded and they can be redeemed with the help of the token as well. Brand tokenization program, where every community can brand themselves with a token and they can participate in a token exchange program with in a MiVote technology. So in short, most important part of community engagement, we are taking blockchain to a community level in any form of voting and electoral process. And apart from this, our innovation goes on. We are developing numerous token templates, or we can say our voting templates. And those voting templates are available in our product, that is RSN, which is Redstack Network, where MyVote Decision Coin is the only way to interact in that particular. So you can see in your screen that MyVote Decision Coin. So MyVote Decision Coin is only going to participate in the Redstack Network right here. Yeah, you can see, right, you can see MyVote Decision Coin. So MyVote Decision Coin is the only currency to operate our product, that is our blockchain network, where you pay for per voting and per transaction. And definitely this token, MyVote Decision token, will be available in the LATOKEN exchange for trading in coming days after our initial exchange offer.
Wow, wow. So MiVote MDC, the token that you have.
Yeah.
So you also mentioned about Redstack. What is a
Yes.
Redstack network?
Okay, so it's a very interesting question. First, I like to tell my viewers that from where we derived the name Redstack. Redstack comes from an industry that we are participating is a regulatory tech industry. That's why Red. And the stack comes from we have developed a lots of digital stack on top of our permission-based blockchain network. So those stacks are basically APIs that SDKs for community to participate in any form of electoral process. So Redstack Network is the only network maybe on the planet today which will give access, equal access to every community to participate in any form of electoral process, which has no opinion, which can help the community to participate in a non-binary way. So, and most important, this is immutable network and anonymity of the network makes voters and the votes separate. So what that means today, the best form of transparent and accountable electoral process can only be found in a Redstack network today, and which is developed by us. That is MiVote technology.
Okay, so that's interesting, very interesting. But obviously, when you have a solution, you also have a problem, right? Because
Yeah.
obviously, without a problem, you wouldn't have a solution. So,
Yeah.
what are the current issues with the government voting system?
So if you look at the global problem in the voting system and electoral process, it's huge. First, it's a voters' apathy. First of all, there is no equal access for voters in any democracy in this world. We may say we are advanced democracy. America may claim we are the best democracy. In India say we are the largest democracy, or UK may say they are one of the best democracies on the planet. But whether do we really have equal say in our governance system? I will ask question to my viewers. They will, and obviously the electoral fraud in around the
Yeah.
globe, where there is an auditable pattern of electoral process. No. So the lack of auditability, the lack of the huge expense of an electoral process, and there is a lack of transparency, and there's a voters' apathy due to non-remoteness of voting system. So we're empowering community with a trusted, secure voting pattern, with a remoteness pattern, and a digital pattern, where they will have trust in the system. They know this is my vote, and the ownership of that voting is important, which is MiVote technology is providing to the community, and MiVote decision coin, which can be populated around the globe by today's technology. And imagine 3.5 to 4 billion people every year participate in any form of democracy in this world. And this token will empower those people who need voice in the system.
Wow, I'm really sort of thrown out so of my seat. So it's a community token. It's also a token where I get empowered.
Yeah,
Um, you know,
you get
my
reward
because
as well. You get reward
yes.
as well for the participation.
Okay, can you explain me the monetization process using
Yeah.
MDC then?
100%. So we have developed a monetization process with the help of MyVote Decision Coin. So there's a two way of monetization. One is a reward way. So in a reward way, where every participation made by the community, whether in a census, whether in a referendum, whether in a voting or policy, say, all fans voting for their club, they can be monetized by a reward program. So MyVote technology is going to give reward in every participation with the loyalty points. And those loyalty points can be redeemed through a MyVote decision coin, and they can get it in your LATOKEN exchange as well in the future. So if you just come a little bit above, you will see in my slides.
Which slide is that?
If you go a little bit above, just give me a second. Just a little bit. So you will see, yeah, just to have the features, yeah. So yeah, so you will see the reward and loyalty points redeemed by the community engagement in the right side of it. So here you're going to see how we're rewarding the community. So as I explained, in every participation of the community will be rewarded, and they can get the loyalty points and they can redeem through MyVote decision coin. So, and that decision can be used to buy any other cryptos, whether it's Ethereum, Bitcoin, or USDT from a LATOKEN exchange. So And another one is a community monetization through brand tokenization. So
Right.
what I mean by brand tokenization here, every community can brand themselves in with the help of MiVote Technologies global decentralized exchange program, which will be live in the later part of this year. So in that, every community have their own token, and those tokens can be buy or sell by the fans, members, shareholders of the community to participate in any form of decision-making process. And that tokens can only be bought with the help of MyVote Decision Coin. This is what adds value to the MyVote Decision Coins. So these tokens will give access, and not only access to their voting rights, but also it will develop a community to engage themselves much better way, which they never engaged themselves with the members, voters, shareholders before.
Wow, this is getting more and more interesting. The more and more I come to know, because this is a very unique project. You don't see a project like this on every day, right? So it's getting more and more interesting as we go. And today, again, the MDC, we are giving away MDC tokens for all our viewers. So the viewers of VCTV, say hi. You can say hi to the CEO and the founder of MiVote Technology, because he's giving away a chance to win his tokens, MDC tokens. Happy Friday! Happy Friday, crypto kids! So
Hello, everyone.
you can sign up. You can sign up and get his tokens, and you get an opportunity to double. Whatever you buy, we double it for you. So a good project, but do governments agree to it at the same time? That's a very good question. What do you think about it,
It
Joydeep?
is empowering the community, and the community will make sure the government listen to them. It is at end of the day, it is their voice, it's their matters, their opinion matters to the government, and it should be the way we should be governed.
So yes, I mean, government is driven by people, right? In
Yes, it's given
democracy.
by the people. So the basic fundamental of democracy is of the people, by the people, and for the people. And this
Yeah.
token will give access to that.
Ooh, wow, I'm loving it already. So tell me one thing. Who are your competitors, and how, I mean, who are your competitors, first of all? Let us know that first.
So I would like to say in a competition zone, there are lots of governance tokens came up, like a Maker, DAO project. These are the competitor of MyVote decision coins. So at the moment, any form
Okay.
of centralized autonomous organization project coming up, Maker is one of the biggest one on the planet at the moment. So, but how we are making it different, we are
Different.
taking blockchain and a DAO project to a community level. This is what makes
Right.
us different from others.
That's interesting. So you are taking this via the token, which is MDC, to the
Yeah,
community level. Guys, again,
yeah,
I have to say, you've got a chance to win MDC, double in amount, right? So
sure.
anybody who is getting this MDC today, signing up, gets a double of MDC tokens. And as you see, it's empowering the community. Um, Hello. Great. So this is about the token. This is about the tokenomics, and obviously we are doing an IEO on LATOKEN exchange.
Yeah.
Um, I also okay. We had the competitors. We came to know one of your largest competitors, DAO Maker. Who are your target clients? Who do you target?
Our targeted client will be mostly the communities, the, I will say, food clubs, associations, organizations, governments, and any political parties, of course, want to build their campaign manifestos to engage in their community. And most importantly, the community to participate in any form of democratic process to elect their members. And it's the voice of the fans that will go off, right? For I give you for example, in a football club where the club is run by the fans,
Yeah.
right? And fans need the voice in the system, right? In the governing system. And through our token exchange program, the fans can buy the particular club's token and they can participate in this particular decision-making process for the football club, in which they will be rewarded for participation every time in every issue that matters to them. And MiVote technology is going to run all this program in the coming days.
Wow. Diversity of your investment. That's very interesting.
Yes, because diversity of investment. Why I'm saying this was because people are investing mostly in traditional business. Crypto is new to this world, and it should be treated as the most promising projects, crypto projects. The reason why, because crypto will empower the world in a decentralized way. So diversification of investment will make more decentralized community, more decentralized world where community can really have their voice and accountability and transparency in the governing system.
Wow, this is getting more and more interesting. So, okay. So we have this governance tokens, we have the community who is going to get benefited. What about safety and security? Is this digital voting 100% safe?
Oh, it's 100% safe, I can tell you. Because it's not I am saying so, it's because the technology said so. I give you why. Because in a decent today, in a centralized way, our system is not, our voting, all of the votes are not secured. But in a decentralized way, it will be secured. I give you an example how. Let's say Mr. A gives Mr. B a $10 notes, where there is Mr. C in the room who noted down the transaction, a single one to note it down in the transaction. This is a present centralized way where your votes are casted and stored. But in a decentralized way, when Mr. A give a $10 notes to Mr. B, but everybody in the room, many people in the room can really noted the transaction. So what that means, in this decentralized way, it is utterly impossible to hack the system. It is not possible for anyone to hack the system. And the anonymity is very important. So we are keeping voters and the voters profile anonymous with the help of hashing in a blockchain technology.
Wow, interesting. Very interesting. We've got two questions from one
Yeah.
of one of our viewers. Can you go down? But can all people get the coin or not? So basically, this is a question for you, Joydeep. So
Yeah.
we have one of the viewers who is asking, how
Yeah.
do is this coin accessible to everyone?
The coin is accessible to everyone. So, Abdullah has asked a very brilliant question. I love the question which you asked me because this is what the project, also essence of the project comes in, an essence of MiVote technologies, two tokenization concept comes in. So the voting tokens, which are we call the Redstack Network tokens, which are the stablecoin. So the voting price never varies, right?
Right.
And then what comes is a MiVote decision coin, which is a currency, a trading token in LATOKEN exchange, from where it gives this community power to buy our stablecoin in the system. So voting price is never gets fluctuated. So MiVote decision coin, obviously, it is an open market trading. It will be up and down, but the price remains in the platform the same, which is the lowest in the world at the moment. Lowest. Because
That's
we
great.
are because in our system there is no gas, but it was there because there is Ethereum. There is no gas fee. Nobody has to pay any transaction gas fee in the way Ethereum to do a transaction Ethereum. That's what makes us a more difference for this type of project.
I think you mentioned stablecoin. I think Abdullah's question: will the currency be fixed price, or will there be a up and down like any currency?
No, definitely it's an open market trading, so it will be not a fixed price. Of course not. So it is an open market trading as long the trading volume increases with the demand and supply mechanism. If you have a
Yeah.
because it's a one-time supply token, 10 billion token for one time supply token, and so this token will be so demand if the token gets rises, the price of the token rises. That's why it is for the investors to invest. If they invest in our IEO round, obviously in the coming days when the project increases with the boom, obviously the price of the token increases because of limited supply and huge demand. Because 3.5 to 4 billion people are voting around the world every year.
Absolutely, absolutely. Something that you can't get away with.
No
So
way.
yeah. Well, thank you so much for your questions, viewers. Really appreciate. Please keep them coming because it's a very interesting session. A lot of engaging sessions as well, engaging discussions as well. Sorry. Okay, talking about this is all about government. This is all about democracy. This
Yeah,
is all about people. This is all about community. So,
yeah.
which government entities have you partnered with, or are you looking? Are you exploring to partner with?
Yes, so we have traveled the world for ages now. So we are talking to the policymakers, we are talking to the head of states, we are talking to the even in the United Nations, EU, and we are talking to, and at the moment we are talking to most of the member of parliaments in most of the parliaments across the globe. So in our pilot project, yeah, that's a page where we are. If you can, before the page, if you can, yeah, this is a pilot one. This is where at the moment we are going to launch our pilot from August. We're going to launch our pilot with most of the MPs in Europe and Australia to run policy votes, engage the community with the help of this technology, with the blockchain technology. So at the moment, we are mostly targeting the communities like CSOs, civil society organizations, NGOs, and government departments, and mostly the MPs or the assembly members, the council members who can engage their community in a policy votes or budgeting policy, in whatever way they want to communicate with the community.
Wow, wow. I'm loving this slide as well. And that's a revenue model over there as well. That's great. That's great. And okay, before we wrap up, I think we've got most of the information. So we would like to know where you are today and what's your future roadmap looks like.
Definitely, yes. We have already developed our MiVote technologies, RSN, that is Redstack Network's mobile application for community engagement. In the first phase of this engagement, we are only developing the votings and the templates. And so we will try to make it more popular how wallet system voting works, every tokenization voting works. This will be our work for this coming year. And the second phase of the project, where we are going to develop our token exchange for branding all the community, the decentralized exchange. And the third phase, which will be the most important phase, we will develop our electoral sandbox with the help of SDKs and APIs for the government, for the mostly for the civil society organizations, where they need to run, or the council where they can build their own service on the top of our sandbox. So this is the last phase of the project. But primarily, which we are concentrating on developing our mobile application, which should be available in Apple Store or a Google Play in home. So I will say in August it will be available for the community to see before we go for initial exchange of to the community, and we will build a trust that the community can really voting through a voting wallet by that point of time.
Can you talk us through these key highlights, please?
Oh yes, so first of all, we little bit go down back to the part of how MyVote technology came today. So before MyVote technology came, MyVote movement was started by my co-founders long time back. It was a non-partisan, genuine democracy movement. So in a non-partisan, genuine democracy movement where they were engaging the community in the policy set in a non-binary way. So they have produced a model. In that model, the founders of MyVote, basically the movement, they got awarded by the Grand Global Singularity University Challenge as one of the finalists. And obviously, the representative in the codex, I myself was invited in the Commonwealth head of the government meeting where 50 governments was there in 2018 in London. And now I am one of the alumni of the Global Entrepreneur Program, where we were invited to shift our headquarters to London. So we are the part of this bigger program. This is a Global Entrepreneur Program. And obviously, in this point of time, our co-founders have worked really hard. Especially, I would like to thank Disha, Wen Sang for this building this product in the best way possible, and Anil Singh, of course. So we are building it. So we have an incredible team. we will, and we're going to when we will be live for IEO, and our white paper will be live very soon. So you will see we have really an incredible team.
Fantastic, fantastic. Really nice 30 minutes of great information about something that new to me, to be honest. I've seen a lot of projects, but governance token, community for the community, for the voting, is for democracy. So helping more, sort of making a more democratic decisions for the community. It's helping the community, right? I mean, which is a great idea, which is a great idea, which is a great product as well, which is obviously there. And your initial exchange offer is going to be live on LATOKEN soon. And we are very excited to have you on our platform.
Just
And
to add
Jody,
on this, we have taken the ideation to a product level. So that's something not in ideation stage anymore. So we had an
okay,
idea for some years, and now it's in a product level, delivered to the community.
it's already delivered to the community.
Yeah,
So I think you said 10 years, right? Your team has been working on this.
yeah. Movement and the technology. We are 10 years working.
Great. Fantastic, Joydeep. We would soon wrap up the show, but before that, some closing remarks. And it's a Friday, so yeah, let's take some closing remarks from you.
So I would like to say that in today's world, where the idea of democracy, which was built 200 years back, it's time to upgrade the system. It's time for community to have more say in the system. It's time to build consensus. It's time to separate democracy and politics together. And it's time to empower all the non-partisan movement around the globe, like a farmers movement in India, like a Yellow Vest movement in Europe, or Arab Spring movement. So these people need a voice in the system. And with building consensus, we can solve two greatest problems on this earth. Number one, we can solve any form of communal problem. And number two, we can develop earth for the better place for our children to grow, where we have a voice in the system.
Absolutely. We obviously, that's very key when you have a voice in the system,
Yeah.
because you are part of the system. And I think
Yes,
it
we are
becomes
the part. It's our system. We are the owner of the system.
yes, yes, yes. And you're building something for the future of the
Yes,
system.
of the
Incredible.
system.
Thank you so much, Joydeep. It was great talking to you on a Friday.
Thank you.
And you have a great weekend. And yes, viewers, I just want to say I'll be back next week on other episodes of VCTV, and just keep watching VCTV. Keep the comments coming. Keep the comments coming through. Awesome. Cannot wait to see your solution come to Africa. So this is another viewer who is also, LATOKEN employee. So yes, we're going to take MiVote everywhere, including Africa as well.
Thank
Nathan,
you.
thank you so much. And thank you, viewers. Have a great weekend. And I'll see you next week. Till then, take care. Bye.